Alright, today's game is 60 seconds. Let's begin. Apocalypse. Begin adventure. See where they are. Where are you? Run. Okay. Cool. Get in. What's this for? Oh. Okay. Oh shit. Why is it so difficult? They won. All of us made it into the shelter just a second before the blast. There was a close one. As long as we're all together, we can make it work down here. So remember hearing cans surveys has it for you. We vaguely remember stashing some things in the shelter because there was no room for them upstairs. Turns out being messy can really work in your favor. Our shelves are full of cans. We will eat from cans. We will sleep on cans. We will even talk to cans. Alright. First day, no supplies. Surviving down here is no walk in the park. It won't get easier. Hopefully this will blow over soon and life will be back to what it used to be. Or else we might face dangers we never dreamed of. Let's go. Day 2. It's hard not to worry considering our current situation. Some days we're still struggling to deal with this shelter life, but we can't lose hope. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Ted seems to be doing alright. Okay. Everyone good. Next day. Contamination of our town is still strong. Scavenging in this condition could result in radiation sickness. If there is one sure way to get our attention, it's definitely banging on our shelter door. Whoever it is, they are quite persistent. They've been at it for the past 5 minutes. Should we open? Yes. Let's go. See who's there. Opening that hatch was a bit risky since it gave us some awful sickness. That coughing is driving us crazy. Mary Jane. Eh? Oh shit. He got sick. Some of us are keener to go outside than others. Either way, okay. You go out with a gas mask. Mary Jane says she's fine and doesn't need anything. Timmy might not look like it, but he's a strong young boy who's doing just fine. He's sick. Fucking hell. There are only so many things you can do in a tiny bunker, so we thought, hey, why not play some games? They're not just for kids, you know? We played I Spy and it was pretty fun for the first 3 minutes. After that, everyone got bored of the letter W, Mary Jane. Okay. Everyone's good. It is very difficult to prepare for unforeseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make a lot of sense. We can't say we were prepared for what happened. Next day 6. Fond memories are one thing, but we need to be ready for harsh reality that awaits us. Thirsty. You are thirsty and hungry. Thirsty. Thirsty, thirsty and hungry. Thirsty. We heard something about supply drops on the radio. They just might be what we need to survive, and it's supposed to happen near our house. Shall we go out and find out if it's really happening? There is no gas mask. He's back with a full of soup. It was too dangerous to go out there without any protection, so we decided to stay indoors and listen to the radio. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the safe base. None of the burned down buildings looked very inviting, but after some exploring, running away from mutated spider crabs. Oh, you got just one. Ended up finding a bar. For some reason it survived the blast and its neon sign was still working, except of course for the letter A. Who would have known that tomato soup used to be such a popular snack? In a bar, we found a few cans of it and took them with us. We didn't expect to find any clean water in the bar, and we went wrong. Whatever we found wasn't pure, and it wasn't water. But hey, if it quenches thirst, it counts. And a card. Oh, from what we could tell, the atomic blast interrupted a poker game. Those poor bastards are not likely to be finishing that game anytime soon. But we can still use their cards to entertain ourselves. Good. Hungry. You are hungry. Hungry. Looks like the area is still radiated. Confined spaces are not a very friendly environment, and we quickly got into an argument over some trivial things. If this keeps on, we might find ourselves in a nasty place. Day 8. We're done fighting before how long? Hungry. Too hungry. Hungry. Not you. Hungry. We're feeling pretty optimistic about today's expedition. The only thing left to do is choose the right pace to go outside. Who with a bare hand? Day 9. Everyone has to drink sometime. Okay. Thirsty, hungry. Thirsty, hungry, thirsty. It's been a while, we don't know much about what's happening on the surface. If we only had a chance to tune in to some emergency radio broadcast and learn a thing or two. Turn the radio on. Day 10. We were able to get a weak signal and tap into government's emergency announcement service, and guess what? Great news. The fallout outside has mostly gone. It should be much safer to travel on the surface now. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing has happened. Nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. Okay. Sick. Tired. Peculiar, it seems that the whole shelter has been shaking every couple of minutes, and it feels like it's getting stronger every time this happens. Here it comes again, and it's way worse. It's an earthquake. Hold on to something. I need to save radio. Earthquake or not, nothing is going to stand between us and our daily dose of radio static. We are able to grab it before it should fall down and get smashed. Something else might be broken, but we won't know until we've cleaned this place up. It's always better when things are calm. Luckily, nothing new happened to Mary Jane today. So we've lost flashlight and ghost mask. Damn it. See everyone good. Next day. How about the lake we've been going to for the past few years? It'll be so good to find ourselves there, far away from all this madness. Swim a little, maybe take a boat ride. Even if the whole place turned into automobiles. Day 12. Thirsty, hungry, thirsty. As long as we're safe, we can stay down here. Mary Jane is quite hungry. Okay. Let me see again. Thirsty, hungry, thirsty, hungry. We can keep sitting on our backsides here in the tiny little bunker, or we can start thinking about getting away as far as possible from this radioactive wasteland. Who would have thought the rats would ruin such a lovely neighborhood? We could do it on our own. The escaping parts, not the ruining parts. Of course, however, there might be someone out there who can help us. Let's keep our eyes and ears open. Radio. Turn the radio on. Day 13. Good news, the government made a radio broadcast about extracting survivors from our area. The announce asked everyone listening to wait a while longer. Expect further communication in a few days. We'll be out of here soon. It's impressive how well managed to blah blah blah. Diseased. The fog. There is never a good time to go out into the radioactive wasteland, but it seems this will become a necessity in this new world of ours. We thought it would be a good idea to make this happen sooner rather than later, and plan a trip outside before we could make the third step beyond the shelter doors. An unknown creature started crawling at us in the darkness. We had only moments to decide what to do, so I've got nothing here. In other circumstances, we might have risked battling a beast in the darkness, but for some reason we felt that was not to our liking, so we screamed and screamed with terror. The creature was probably more afraid of us than we were of it. It left in a hurry. Okay. Hungry. We got scared a little bit today when all of a sudden our map just fell off the wall. Maybe our shelter is haunted. When the map fell down, it revealed some sort of safe behind it. We don't remember installing it, but we can't probably track it. Well, we technically have all the time in the world to do it. Should we try it? Let's try it. What are we gonna get from it? She's back. We're not sure how or why the map just decided to slide off the wall, but we're lucky that it happened inside the dust safe. We found some supplies. We were glad to see you back safely from the wasteland. When a man is desperate enough any place, it's good to look through to get food and water. Our expedition was coming home with nothing to show for all the searching, but then they stumbled across full trash cans in our neighborhood. One man's trash is another man's treasure. One of our previous neighbors threw out a few unopened cans of soup. Heart just jokes on him. If he's in his shelter right now, he's probably full of regrets. With a loan like that, who wouldn't be? +1 soup. Getting something to drink for Barry. Okay. Thirsty. You thirsty. You hungry. You hungry. Thirsty. Okay, I give up on you. You just die. I think you're not gonna last long anyway, Timmy. Bye, Timmy. I'm not gonna give you anything after all. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop. Yet here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. Should someone go answer it? No. Don't think we need it. It's just way too dangerous to just randomly run to a ringing phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town. We are not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. Okay. Hungry. Okay, it's time to go out. We stumbled upon the remains of a abandoned shantytown. Something tore it down, and suddenly, almost the rubble, we found a cat licking its paw nonchalantly, surrounded by blood and dismembered limbs. As we made our way back to the shelter, the cat followed. We can now hear its paws impatiently scratching our heads. Should we let it inside? Okay, come on. Come on in. Timmy was very sick and there was nothing we could have done to make it better. He understood it and probably decided it's better off far away from such irresponsible parents. He left and never came back. Okay, you're out. Just go, man. When we opened the hatch, the cat jumped in and marched around the whole shelter, sniffing all of us everywhere. Corner, empty soup can and piece of furniture. Finally, it picked a quiet place, sat down and let out a deep sigh before taking a 12-hour nap. Thirsty, hungry. Go out with a flashlight. Mary Jane went outside. Let's hope she hurries back soon. Shit, you're hungry again. Hear that? No, because no one is talking another word in hours. None at all. We can't just stare at the words. We need to do something about this. Turn the radio on. Oh, how fortunate we took the radio with us. We can probably listen to some music. They still play music out there, don't they? We wish we could just live. Sitting down here with barely anything to do is driving us crazy. We can't take care of ourselves. Thirsty. Oh, we are running out of water, man. During the night, we heard some suspicious sounds coming from behind our door. When we picked out in the morning, we saw a leather suitcase. It has a address or name on it. Should we open it? Yes. What the fuck? Damn it, the cat was booby-trapped. There was nothing inside besides some junk. As soon as we opened the suitcase, it exploded. Is anybody hurt? Oh shit. While trying to pet the little devil, found a piece of paper of color. No. She's back with a. Oh shit. You're hungry. Oh shit, I don't think I can make it. We received another transmission from the army. Oh shit, we have called. Go. The cars are in place. All we need to do is wait for the army to pinpoint our location. That shouldn't take long, we hope. Hungry, hungry, thirsty, hungry, 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 thirsty, hungry. It's about time we chose someone to scavenge the remain of our town in search of supply. Who will it be? You go out. Oh, should we ask? Oh shit. Mary Jane is quite hungry. We should get Mary Jane. Okay. Thirsty, hungry, hungry. Thirsty, hungry. Were you hungry? Hungry. You're locked up, and it's easy to grow tired of this situation. Okay. Prove that today that cats can be man's best friends after all. When she's staring at the wall absent-mindedly, the cat tried to cheer her up by taking a nap on her lap. Complains that Sherka left his hair everywhere, but there's no denying that she seems happier than before. Skip it. You're either going crazy or this entire shelter is crawling with little insects, or worse. It is worse. They're spider and not some miniature ones, but huge, furry and very creepy beasts. We've got to do something about them. Ooh! What the fuck? Why did she become like Hulk? What's going on? While we were slaves, Sharikov made short work of those pesky spiders. It chased them around until all of them ran away through cracks in the shelter. Let's hope they stay gone for good. During our vicious fight, while dozens of spider, one got lucky and beat Mary Jane. It didn't seem serious, but when we got up this morning, she was different. It's always better when things oh shit. Mary Jane! The fuck? Thirsty. We've been hearing some soft scratchy noises in the shelter at night. We thought it was just a wind, but we were wrong. It's the cat. It's not really doing anything naughty. It seems like it just squeezed through some hole in the wall and makes its way outside. We're not sure where it goes during these secret trips, but every morning it's back in the shelter like nothing happened. Should we follow it next time it sneaks out? Yes. Sharikov took us to an old junkyard that's inhabited only by a lone resident, a self-proclaimed scientist living in an old bus converted into a lab to conduct his experiments. The dog seems happy to have his pet back, although the cat showed no enthusiasm at the prospect. We exchanged some small talk, but truth be told, we were kind of in a hurry to get out of there. The scientist didn't seem completely sane. He mentioned something about escaping the wasteland and in a spaceship. While Mary Jane was rummaging through our belongings, she found a single plant seed. We have no idea what kind of seed it is, but maybe it's the start of something great. If we are lucky, it might be an apple tree or cherry tree or something edible. We need to use a bottle of water to plant it. How about that? How much? Not much water. No. We don't have enough water. Day 28. There are plenty of better ways to use our water. Drinking comes to mind, so Mary Jane will have to think of another way to occupy herself. It seems that Mary Jane took it harder than we thought. She really was emotionally invested into growing that plant. So she doesn't eat anything after she turned into this, I don't know, Hulk stuff. Hulk. Yesterday during charade, we learned that Mary Jane doesn't know how to spell, and it has left sorely disappointed. She insisted on home, or rather shelter schooling Mary Jane a little. Day 29. Does not mess around. What started out as a spelling exercise has quickly found its way to maths revision, followed by a short physics course, and ending on tinkering with random objects in the shelter. Mary Jane looks exhausted, but we can't deny the state of our shelter has improved today. When we woke up today, we discovered that Sherikov somehow found his way back to our shelter. Does that mean it will stay for good? We're not sure what exactly transpired between the little guy and his owner, we asked, but it wouldn't tell. Mary Jane isn't worried, or at least she's saying. So you don't need any food after all. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave, walk the surface like we used to, smell the fume and pollution? That's the scent of freedom we miss. He's back. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. Ted has safely returned from his voyage to the surface. Our little trip to the surface might have been spotted and followed. We should be more careful next time. We would have thought wooden furniture could be so durable. In the ruin of one of the town's buildings, we saw a desk and several bookshelves. We soon realized there the remains of the local public library, so we went between the rubble to investigate. Under the librarian's table, we found a lunchbox and some food in it. We wonder what could have possibly prevented her from eating her lunch. The collapsed ceiling might have taken her appetite away. Under the debris, we found some water bottle. They're a bit dusty, but the liquid inside it looks clean enough. The sturdy bookshelves protected some of the book from incineration. We ditched the great American novel and other classic and went straight for the Scout Handbook. Okay. Are you hungry? Hungry. We didn't expect to get a phone call soon after the atomic bomb drop, yet here we are. We can clearly hear a phone ringing outside. It must be the public phone booth on the other side of the street. We should go outside. No, don't go. Someone might have followed. Hungry and sick. It's just way too dangerous to just randomly run to a ringing phone in the middle of a radioactive ghost town. We're not taking any chances. It took a while before the ringing stopped. It was pretty annoying for all of us. Mary Jane didn't cause any trouble today, and no trouble dared to cross her paths. We can't just sit around while she's so sick. Hungry. Okay, you guys have it all. Curiosity almost killed the cat. Sharika found a tiny wire sticking out from the ceiling and pulled it out. Plastic and debris fell on our table, drove off with a big marine fumble. What is this thing anyway? Nobody remembers it being there before. The cat might get angry if we take away the wire, so maybe it's best to leave it be. Or should we examine the wire? Examine. We grabbed the cable and followed it to a rusty old truck parked in our neighbor driveway. Upon opening the door, we were confronted with two men wearing huge headphones. We looked extremely surprised to see us. They wiretapped our shelter when we were asleep, and they were listening to everything we said. We gave them hell and marched back to our bunker. Okay, Mary Jane went outside, lots of shit, all respects in. Hungry. How long they are gonna last? I don't think they last long. Is it really my end? The agents who were spying on us are now at the door. Wanna explain themselves? Should you hear them out? Yes. Day 34. They briefly waved some sort of ID card in front of our faces and told us they are on a top secret government mission. The wiretap wasn't to spy on us, but rather on the cat. He's suspected of being a Soviet agent. They're willing to let us into their super top secret government safe house if we help them with some of their top secret mission. They assured us that they'd contact us again with more details. Thirsty. It's very difficult to prepare for unforeseen consequences when you don't see them coming. Well, they are unforeseen by definition, so that does make a lot of sense. We can't say we were prepared for what happened. Day 35. Living in the past is not wise in our current situation. We have to think of today and tomorrow. You guys okay? These are the circumstances we found ourselves in. Supplies are running low, and if they don't take care of ourselves, nobody else will. We know for a fact that one of our neighbors had a shelter with a broken trapdoor, and there might be some supplies inside. Of course, there is a chance the neighbor and her kids managed to get there in time, but we could really use whatever they have, and we're stronger. Should we pay them a visit? No. Because we have enough food and tell them shit. Okay, one gone. We have a situation on our hands. There is a group approaching our shelter, and they don't seem like the occasional friendly scavengers you run into, not at all. They look like they're out for blood or cans, probably cans. This is a terrible time for humanity. If canned soup is enough to turn us into monster anyway, we need to defend ourselves. Some action was enough to send those cowards running. Bet you ask they will be back. Vermin like that are never long gone. They crawl out of shadow when the night comes. Let's keep our axe sharp. Thirsty. Shit! Agent, come on! Government! Please save us! Day 38. We can make it work. Even in Toronto, question is how do we find a boat to get there? We heard that's the best way to get to Europe. Ted's getting worse and worse. Either we do something about his wound or he is done for. Oh, god damn it. A band of raiders are at our doorstep. They demand we let them in. There's no game. We fight back. Lock it. Mary Jane's back! We were able to fight off the bandits this time, but there's no guarantee they won't come back. We need to be prepared at all times. We didn't think that a small padlock would stop them, but it turned out to be enough to discourage the unknown attackers. It seems that they gave this whole break in a fair shot, but ultimately gave up and left. Too bad that padlock is in no shape to be used again. We need to think of other ways to fight off the bandits and other soup. Hungry barbarians. It might sound paranoid, but we think someone followed us. We came across a local church at the end of the road. Most of it was destroyed, but the priest quarters survived the blast. A group of people survived there and started a cult. They believe that everything that's been happening is a game tailored for someone's amusement. How crazy is that? One of the baths in the surviving church quarters was filled with quite a few treasures, namely a flashlight and a collection of books about evolution. We took the flashlight. Hungry. Using a high-tech setup involving paper cups and yard of stirring, the agents rang in with our next top-secret mission that will safely land us in a VIP bunker very soon. They want us to go on one successful expedition and write down what we saw in the journal. Easy peasy lemon squeeze. We should go out. You go out. Day 14. We graciously agreed to fulfill their request. They thanked us for doing our civic duty and promised that they would be back with more information soon. Okay, you're hungry. Wouldn't it be fantastic if we could just get out and leave? Day 41. Still, it's better to be safe down here than dead up there. All hands on deck. There are people on the other side of the door. They don't seem too friendly. In fact, they promised us a painful death at least 17 times already. And it's only been 5 minutes since they arrived. We'd better prepare. They'll be forcing that door open and any minute now. Oh, I've got nothing. What happened now? What happened then? We were as surprised as those bandits when Mary Jane launched herself fought it and dealt with those scumbags using method best described as brute force. We were almost worried for them, almost. The recon mission was risky business. We had to visit neighbors that were deceased even in the best of times. The area was full of mutated cats and dogs fighting each other in gangs, all of them armed to the teeth. We barely made it out of there alive, but the agents seemed to appreciate our efforts. Let's hope these missions are actually worth it. Our bucket is just about due for an upgrade, and we are expecting the government shelter to have an excellent bathroom, maybe even a hot tub. Ted is dying. Agony? Hungry. We didn't expect to get a phone call so soon after the atomic bomb drop. Yet here we are. No. It's just way too dangerous to just randomly run to a ringing phone in the middle of the radioactive ghost town. We almost said there are bandits around. Running into them would be a big mistake. Don't go out. We were afraid the army wouldn't get back to us, but they eventually did. The next transmission was full of evacuation promises, but it ended on a big if. The speaker requested that any survivor group armed with firearms should dispose of them before they get rescued. We don't know what this is about, but it sounds like violating our rights. On the other hand, are there any laws and rights left, or is it everyone for themselves? Fuck, come and save us, please. Since we didn't have the gun to begin with, soldiers shouldn't have any issues with us. Ted too serious to live untreated. Perished.